Everywhere in the world we can observe and be touched by acts of kindness. People from all walks of life, faiths and cultures extend themselves beyond the call of duty to help others unconditionally. Through their noble deeds, humanity as a whole is elevated. To commend virtuous actions and encourage more people to be inspired by their examples, Supreme Master Ching Hai has lovingly created a series of awards, including the Shining World Leadership Award, Shining World Compassion Award, Shining World Hero and Heroine Awards, Shining World Honesty Award, Shining World Protection Award, Shining World Intelligence Award, and Shining World Inventor Award, to recognize some of the most exemplary, generous, caring, and courageous people who walk amongst us. Today we celebrate the loving deeds and noble examples of two Shining World Compassion Award recipients, Diane Nelson, the co-founder of the Wild Horse Sanctuary in Shingletown, California, USA, and Vets Beyond Borders based in Australia. Let's begin by visiting the Wild Horse Sanctuary. In the western United States, about 30,000 wild horses live on public lands. Unfortunately, the federal government sometimes removes some of the horses after those raising livestock wrongly claim that the equines are negatively impacting the environment by supposedly taking away grazing pasture from their cattle. These horses are then rounded up and put in pens. Some may eventually get adopted. By contrast, lucky ones are instead sent to refuges like the Wild Horse Sanctuary, where they can peacefully stay for the rest of their lives.
We are just behind our barn, and this is one of the feeding areas that we distribute the hay to the horses in. And Lightning is here waiting anxiously for his daily ration with two of his wives. They came to us recently from the wild. They were captured by the Bureau of Land Management, so they have freeze brands on them. You saw those on their necks. But they had a life in the wild, and they lost the freedom of the millions of acres that typically belong to the wild horses. But we give them a few thousand acres, and they're happy just to be here. And it's a little muddy because we had a long, wet winter, but the grass will come again. And we just try to give as natural a life as we can to as many as we can. They have room to roam, but the feed on our 5,000 acres is not enough, so we have to distribute hay on a regular basis, and they know it. That's why they're here waiting. They're waiting very patiently.
How do the wild horses connect with one another at the Wild Horse Sanctuary? Let's find out.
So now when one horse comes in by itself, I take another horse at the same time, so at least there's two of them. And if you put two horses together in a large field, they will immediately just be happy. And you see it even in the saddle horses. And the two latest arrivals will be fast friends. And I mean, it happens so fast. It's like we went to bring one in for grooming the other day, and his friend was like right at the gate whinnying and wanting to come. So it's like, okay, well, you just come with us, because they just don't want to be separated once they've made that friendship, especially if they didn't have it before and now they have it. Now it almost becomes the anxiety issues when they're separated, because I finally have a friend. Don't take him away. Please don't take him away. And so it's comforting to see them have a good life.
For this loving devotion to the welfare of wild horses and burros, Supreme Master Ching Hai honored the Wild Horse Sanctuary with the Shining World Compassion Award, along with a $10,000 donation.
I'm almost speechless. First, I'd like to say thank you very much, Supreme Master Ching Hai. It is quite an honor. and it will help us a great deal. This will buy a lot of hay, and when we can feed the horses well, then we have room for more horses, and there's so many people that have helped, but this is just enormous. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Supreme Master Ching Hai also sent a letter of appreciation and gratitude to Ms. Nelson, from which the following is an excerpt.
This award is presented in recognition of your marvelous achievements in providing a caring sanctuary for wild horses, for your selfless spirit of service to these noble beings, and for your enlightened approach to management of wild herds. By such kind deeds, you assist humanity's evolution into higher levels of civilization. With your passion, love, and intelligence, and the teamwork of volunteers and donors, your sanctuary has become a model of sustainable management of wild horses. Furthermore, it also shows the innate ability of wild herds to live in harmony with other wildlife, because it is clear to all that your 300-strong herd coexists harmoniously with the diverse wildlife on your 5,000-acre haven. We are happy to know that your precious sanctuary also does invaluable work in increasing public awareness of the genetic, biological, and social value of America's wild horses. For the boundless selflessness you and all your volunteers show in providing for the needs of wild horses, for your vision, wisdom, creativity, and big-hearted generosity, and for providing the world with an excellent model of management of wild herds, we hereby applaud and celebrate the compassionate deeds of Ms. Diane Nelson.
I am truly honored. I thank you so very, very much.
On Supreme Master Ching Hai's behalf, our association members also presented Ms. Nelson with a selection of DVDs and books by Supreme Master Ching Hai, including The Love of Centuries and the #1 international bestsellers The Noble Wilds and The Birds in My Life. And as the saying goes, love knows no boundaries and no distance. So let's now travel to Australia to join in our next Shining World Compassion Award presentation ceremony with Vets Beyond Borders. Before we begin though, let's hear about the organisation from its president, Dr. Peter Howe, a veterinarian.
Well, essentially we're an organisation that focuses on improving animal welfare in developing countries, and in the process we hope to also improve public health situations in those countries.
Where are these countries in particular?
Well, we concentrate primarily on Southeast Asia and the Pacific areas, and the countries where we're currently working is India. We have a team going up into China each year. We're looking at a project currently in Indonesia, and we've done work in Indonesia previously. We're also looking at another project up in Nepal and one in Vanuatu.
What sorts of animals does Vets Beyond Borders help?
We try to help all animals, obviously, but by far the biggest numbers of animals that we see would be the street dogs. There's so many of them in the world, something like 400 odd million throughout the world. So their presence is very obvious and their suffering is very obvious. So that for us has been the best starting point.
Yes.
And we certainly do some large animal work as well. Water buffalo, cattle, horses,
Wow, that's great.
monkeys occasionally. They're all deserving of our attention.
What are the current and future projects of Vets Beyond Borders?
Our biggest projects, I guess, are still street dog, birth control and anti-rabies, and we've got programs running as we speak in Ladakh and Sikkim. Doing that, and we've got another one hopefully starting up in southern India in Balakupe later on this year. So the other part of our work is to actually empower the local people to be able to take over the work themselves, and we do that by training up vets, vet nurses and humane animal catches.
Apart from a heart-shaped crystal award plaque and a selection of Supreme Master Ching Hai's books presented to him by our association members on Supreme Master Ching Hai's behalf, Dr. Hao received a warm letter from Supreme Master Ching Hai, the following of which is an excerpt.
It's most heartwarming to hear of your accomplished voluntary work to assist our innocent and vulnerable animal co-inhabitants by conducting preventive measures such as vital birth control, teaching animal care skills to empower others, and promoting animal rights. Vets Beyond Borders is doing exemplary work. Your free-of-charge services, such as 20,000 neutering operations and over 30,000 vaccinations, are incredible achievements. For selflessly providing services for animals in need, for your idealism, wisdom, creativity, and kind-hearted generosity, and for being a dedicated and noble role model, we hereby applaud and celebrate the compassionate deeds of the volunteers and staff of Vets Beyond Borders, with special thanks to President Peter Hao. With great honor, love, and blessings, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Thank you very much, and on behalf of the board of Vets Beyond Borders, all of our members and our volunteers, from the bottom of our hearts we say thank you, thank you, thank you.
And in addition to the award, Supreme Master Ching Hai contributed $20,000 to Vets Beyond Borders to support their noble cause.
We thank you from the bottoms of our hearts for this donation. You just don't know how much we appreciate it. It will certainly mean that we might continue on for a little bit longer. It just gets us up over a financial hurdle that we were wondering how the heck we were going to get over. But
Yes.
With your generosity, at least we can continue on doing what we're doing for a little bit longer, and we promise that every cent will be allocated to animal welfare and improving public health wherever we work. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
In gratitude for her support and contribution, Vets Beyond Borders wrote a letter of thanks to Supreme Master Ching Hai. Here is an excerpt.
Dear Supreme Master Ching Hai, Vets Beyond Borders wishes to deeply thank you for your very kind and profoundly appreciated donation to our cause. Without your support, we cannot sustain our current projects or plan and develop new ones to address the needs and welfare of animals in developing communities, as well as the people who share their lives. Furthermore, as we are in the middle of our seasonal work in India, the timing is also vital. So please be assured your donated funds are being put to good use on the ground. With warm regards, Mandy Lampkin, Administration and Donor Relations.
Our sincere thanks Diane Nelson, Dr. Peter Hao, and all members, volunteers and supporters of the Wild Horse Sanctuary and Vets Beyond Borders for helping to create a more wonderful world for vulnerable animals and in turn, bettering humanity. May your benevolent work continue to improve the lives of voiceless animals through heaven's grace and guidance. For more details on the organizations featured on today's program, please visit the following websites: The Wild Horse Sanctuary, www.wildhorsesanctuary.org; Vets Beyond Borders, www.vetsbeyondborders.org. Loving viewers, we enjoyed your presence today on our program. May our love for all beings forever transcend space and time.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.
A to Z list of animal helpers.
Our world has been bestowed with the beauty and service of animal life in myriad forms, big and small, each bringing gifts to enrich our existence.
The following are just a few of these precious beings and their unique contributions, which are offered freely to benefit all on the planet. Not included herein are their invisible spiritual help.
Ants aerate the soil and dig tunnels that provide channels for water to reach plants.
Apes are seed dispersal agents and help maintain the integrity of flora and fauna diversity.
Bats disperse seeds. Their guano provides fertilizer. Researchers, modeling after bats' echolocation, have invented a cane for the visually impaired.
Beavers build dams that help maintain wetlands.
Bees pollinate crops, fruit trees, and flower blossoms.
Beetles' method of gathering water on their wings is inspiring engineers to develop more efficient water harvesting technologies. Their feet are being modeled after to invent better adhesives, help to control weeds.
Birds disperse seeds and pollinate plants.
Chipmunks rejuvenate the forest.
Cows grazing naturally create a favorable environment for native herbs and other plants.
Deer foraging play an important role in shaping forest regeneration.
Today we'll meet two incredible animals who have shown exceptional kindness and selfless devotion to other animals in need. Who could ever forget Dave the Rottweiler, the foster dad of the dog world, whom we met previously on Supreme Master Television. Dave is renowned for taking care of neglected and homeless baby animals from a range of species. In an online contest with 6,000 dog and cat entrants and over 265,000 votes cast, Dave was chosen as Britain's most inspirational dog.
It's changed a lot of people's perspective on Rottweilers, to be honest. This is just not a vicious dog. They're not bred to be vicious. And this just proves, if the right people get them, how soft they can be. Slobbery, but soft.
7-year-old Dave lives with his caregiver, Ms. Amanda Collins, in Blackpool, United Kingdom. And whenever Amanda brings home a rescued animal friend, Dave can't wait to extend his tender, loving attention to the newcomer.
He's a mummy! So far, I think, off the top of my head, he's helped 2 whippet puppies who were abandoned. And there's been about 10 cats. There's been a lot of rabbits. There's been the 2 chickens. I think there's been 3 ducks. There's been a goose, a turkey. And he's helped me with every single one of them. They've all had something that I've struggled with. And he's always been there.
Perhaps it's his parental instincts or the call of his heart. Dave never hesitates to give a helping paw, so to speak, to those in need.
He's got another dog, a young Afghan, and he's got some more baby bunnies, and he loves them. And there's a way to check on them now. Just making sure they're safe. Dave, come on. Dave, come here. Dave.
Through his compassion and patience, Dave has helped save the lives of many rescued animals so that they can move on to forever cozy homes where they receive the affection they deserve.
He's seen how we treat him when he was a baby, when we got him, and he was in a lot of, discomfort and everything. We looked after him. I think now he's just getting it, well, he's kind of, this is his way of saying thanks, and he's looking after everyone else, making them feel a little bit better.
For his noble heart, Supreme Master Ching Hai honored Dave with the Shining World Loving Award and 1,500 British pounds for extra veg snacks, beds, and a doggy jacket. Dave was also given a selection of Supreme Master Ching Hai's DVDs and books, including the #1 international bestsellers, The Birds in My Life, The Dogs in My Life, and The Noble Wilds. Our association members presented the beautiful Crystal Award plaque and read Supreme Master Ching Hai's tender words of appreciation to Dave. The following is an excerpt from the letter.
Dear Dave, it is with much admiration and gratitude that we present to you the Shining World Loving Award. This award is presented in recognition of your warm and loving heart and gallant generosity, which extends to all creatures that have the good fortune to be with you. Your nurturing instinct for other animals was first made apparent when Amanda brought home a French giant rabbit. You lovingly cleaned the rabbit with your tongue, slept with it to keep it company, and shared your food with your new friend, which you continue to do. You have welcomed every other animal to share your home with the same loving and generous spirit, showering your affection on many ducks, geese, rabbits, kittens, puppies, and untold newborn chicks. Thank you, Dave, for being the special dog you are and an outstanding example of divine love. Wishing you all the best under heaven's grace, both now and forevermore. With best wishes and all my love, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Thank you. We'd like to thank Supreme Master Ching Hai for recognising what Dave does. And thanks for Dave for being such a good dog, really, and showing what they can do. Isn't it? Are you a good boy? And I think Dave's very happy as well. Thank you for all of his goodies. He absolutely loves his bed and his jacket and his scarf. And I'm sure he'll have a lot of fun spending this money on all his food and his toys. And what else will we get you? We might even get him some hydrotherapy, swimming lessons, because he likes that as well. And it's good for his legs. And the trophy, Dave, what do you think of this? You love this. So we'll say thank you very much for the trophy as well.
Next, we'll meet the extraordinary Dotty the donkey, who saved the life of her friend Stanley the sheep. Dotty is also the first ever recipient of an award from the United Kingdom-based charity, the People's Dispensary for Sick Animals, or PDSA, for her bravery.
It amazed me what she did, because she just gets on with her life and, yes, goes in the field with her friends, and you wouldn't think she'd do anything like that at all.
It was a Saturday afternoon when Ann Rogers, Dottie's caregiver, returned from a shopping trip and noticed a sheep named Stanley, who lives on her farm, being bullied by an aggressive dog. Then, to Ann's great surprise, she saw Dotty, who was grazing serenely nearby, run quickly to her friend's rescue.
And Dotty was in the field with him because they lived together. And she was charging after him, and she jumped off a little bank with which you could only describe as a cry of rage, and pinned it to the ground until the dog let go of the sheep. And then she stood there while we went to the sheep's aid. I think it's incredibly brave of her. She saved his life. Obviously she made a conscious decision to go and save her friend, yes.
Yeah.
It was in trouble. It just shows that they're far more than we think they are. They're far more than just animals. They've got a high consciousness. They're obviously aware of what's going on.
On Ms. Rogers' loving farm, all the animals coexist in harmony as members of a big family, and perhaps that's why Dotty risked her life to protect her friend.
Peacocks and ducks and chickens, guinea fowl, llamas and horses, of course, and they all live in together. And goats and rabbits, guinea pigs, and they're all friends. They all live in together. I've got two small chickens that cuddle up to the goats when the goats are asleep in their pen.
That's amazing.
Everybody gets on really well.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. And my husband, in fact, saved Dotty. She was tied up at the side of the road with some travellers in a very poor state, with all her ribs showing, and brought her home and gave her to me.
Oh.
So we're very fortunate to have her.
For her noble, courageous deed, Supreme Master Ching Hai honored Dotty with the Shining World Hero Award, along with 1,000 euros, a supply of yummy vegan goodies, and some comfortable bedding. One of our United Kingdom Association members presented Dotty with the award plaque on Supreme Master Ching Hai's behalf.
And on behalf of Supreme Master Ching Hai, I would like to present Dotty with this beautiful plaque with her picture that you can keep forever.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud on behalf of Dotty to accept it.
A warm letter to Dotty, which accompanied the award, reads as follows.
Dear Dotty, it is with great admiration and gratitude that we present to you the Shining World Hero Award. This award is presented in recognition of your devoted and courageous rescue to save a precious life, and so being a fine example of a loving and loyal friend. Your willingness to risk your life has shown humankind the beauty and godliness inherent in the animal kingdom. When seeing your stablemate and longtime companion being viciously attacked by a savage dog, you sprung into action, racing over and pinning the dog down to the ground until it freed him, saving Stanley the sheep from further harm. In the face of this most dangerous and frenzied attack, you were willing to put your own safety at risk, showing your noble spirit of selflessness. Dotty, you are indeed a true friend, going to any lengths to protect your much-loved extended family. Stanley now stays near to you at all times, his trusted and gentle guardian. And Dotty, thank you so much for your valiant display of the compassionate and divine qualities of the animal kingdom. Also, congratulations for your PDSA certificate for animal bravery. You are most deserving of the honour and accolades. You are the pride of Robro Farm and indeed all of Scarborough, and we are also very proud of you. May God bless you with a safe and happy life. For your bravery and motherly spirit of protection, for providing a refuge of safety for your friends and family, and for being a dedicated and inspiring role model, we hereby applaud and celebrate the heroic deeds of Dotty the donkey, heroine and protector of the vulnerable. With great honour, love and blessings, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
That's lovely.
Thank
you.
On behalf of Supreme Master Ching Hai, I'd like to present you with a cheque for 1,000 euros for Dotty.
Thank you very much. And if it's all right with you, I'd like to donate part of it to the PDSA for the work that they do. And the rest will go towards Dotty's keep, especially this winter, because I think
we're
going to need it.
Yeah.
Right, and I'd just like to send a message to the Supreme Master Ching Hai to thank very much from the bottom of my heart this award that has been presented to Dotty, because she certainly deserves it for her bravery. I wouldn't ever dream that an animal like she would do something brave like that to a ferocious dog. And I'm just so proud of her, and I thank you very much for giving her this award.
Wow, our hats are off to you, Dave and Dotty, for your benevolent hearts and serving others in need of your loving attention. May humankind also always treat animals with the same deep respect and compassion. Gentle viewers, thank you for joining us on our Shining World Award program. May our planet forever be blessed with peace.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.